Expressing indifference.
Have you seen all the buzz about the new restaurant that just opened downtown? Everyone seems excited to try it.
Yeah, I've heard about it. But honestly, I'm not really that interested.
Really? I thought you'd be curious since you love checking out new places.
Normally, yes. But I've been pretty content with the places I already go to. New doesn't always mean better, you know?
That's fair. They're known for their innovative fusion cuisine, though. Supposed to be something completely different.
I guess that's interesting. But I'm just not that enthusiastic about it. If I end up there at some point, that's fine. But I'm not making special plans.
All right, no worries. How about a movie then? There's a new one playing at the theater this weekend.
Sure, a movie sounds good. I'm more or less okay with whatever you choose to watch. Just nice to get out, really.
Agreeing.
I was thinking about the new movie that just came out. It's been getting great reviews. We should go see it this weekend.
That's a good idea. I read that it's a real breakthrough in terms of special effects and storytelling. It'd be interesting to see how they've done it.
Exactly. Plus, the director is known for innovative camera techniques. It should be visually stunning at the very least.
I agree. And the lead actor has been phenomenal in their recent films. I have high hopes for their performance.
Me too. It seems like the perfect film for us to enjoy. Let's catch an evening show, maybe the 7 p.m. one.
That works for me. Evening shows are less crowded anyway. Should we buy the tickets in advance?
I think we should, to avoid the risk of it being sold out. I'll look up the best seats available.
Great, let's do that. It'll be a fun evening.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't waste time worrying about things that have already happened and can't be changed.
Hey, have you seen my car keys? I've looked everywhere, but I can't seem to find them.
Did you check the kitchen countertop?
Yeah, they're not there. The only place left is the locked study room. Now it's a standstill since I left the keys inside.
Don't cry over spilled milk, you know? You need to stay calm and think of a rational way out of this.
I know you're right, but it's just. This isn't the first time. I'm always misplacing things, and it becomes so frustrating.
Everyone makes mistakes. That shouldn't stop you from becoming better. Can we call a locksmith?
I guess we could. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Good. In the meantime, try to think about some ways you can improve this, like maybe attach your keys to something bigger or put them in a specific place every day.
Expressing shock.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed.
Did you hear about the old theater downtown? It burned down last night.
What? The Grandview Theater? That can't be true.
Yes, it's true. I couldn't believe it myself until I saw the news coverage. The entire building is gone.
That's shocking. I just went to a show there last month. It was such a historic landmark.
I know it's a huge loss for the community. They said it was an electrical fire that spread quickly through the old wiring.
That's terrible. Were there any injuries reported?
Thankfully, no. It happened late at night when no one was inside.
That's at least one piece of good news. Do they plan to rebuild it?
It's unclear at the moment. There's going to be a community meeting next week to discuss it.
I hope they do rebuild. It was such an important part of our town. I need to read up on this myself. What a shock.
To play how I like rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got
Cat's out of the bag, the secret is no longer a secret, it's been revealed.
I have something to tell you. You remember that mysterious book club I joined?
Yes, you've been very secretive about it. Almost annoyingly so.
Well, it's admirable that you've been so patient. But the cat's out of the bag now. My club isn't really a book club.
What do you mean it isn't a book club?
It's a cover for something else. We're actually a volunteer group that helps clean up local parks and forests. We just didn't want to publicize it as we wanted to avoid attention.
Wow, no wonder you always came home with muddy shoes.
Yes, that should have been a dead giveaway. Honestly, it feels great to give back to the community.
I respect that. I'm glad you're involved in such a noble cause. And relieved that the cat's out of the bag. Integrity suits you better than mystery.
Admitting mistakes.
I need to talk to you about the last project. I've realized there were several errors in my part of the report.
Okay, I did notice some discrepancies. What exactly went wrong?
It was the data analysis section. I misinterpreted the figures, which skewed our overall conclusions. I'm really sorry about this.
I appreciate your honesty. How do we fix this?
I've already started revising the section. I plan to double check all the data with a more accurate method and correct the analysis by tomorrow.
That sounds like a good plan. Do you need any help with it?
Yes, if you could review my revisions, that would be helpful. I want to make sure it's all accurate this time.
Absolutely. I'll look over it as soon as you're done. It's important we get this right. Thanks for stepping up and fixing it.
Asking directions.
Excuse me, I'm trying to find the library. Could you point me in the right direction?
Sure, you're actually pretty close. You'll need to go down the street for about 2 blocks, then take a left at the traffic light.
A left at the traffic light. Got it. And after that?
After you turn, go straight until you see a big park on your right. The library is just across from the park. It's a large brick building, you can't miss it.
Okay, down the street, left at the light, then look for the park. Does it take long to get there by walking?
Not really. It should only be about a 10-minute walk from here.
Perfect. Thank you so much for helping out.
No problem at all. Enjoy your time at the library.
Drugs.
You've heard about the growing drug epidemic, right?
Yeah. It's so saddening to hear about young people ruining their lives.
Exactly. But did you know it's not just illegal substances causing harm, but also prescription drugs?
Really? How so?
Many people get hooked on painkillers, sedatives, or stimulants prescribed by doctors. They might start taking more than prescribed or using them in ways not intended.
But if a doctor prescribes it, shouldn't it be safe?
Unfortunately, no. Some medications can be addictive, and overuse can lead to drug dependence and severe health issues.
That's alarming. I guess education about drug misuse is vital, even for legal drugs.
Absolutely. Prevention is always better than cure. It's crucial to create a better understanding about the harmful impact of drug abuse, whether it's legal or illegal substances.
Agreed. Thanks for sharing. I've learned something new today.
Actions speak louder than words. What people do is more important than what they say.
Hey, have you noticed the new guy at the gym? He claims he'll become the next bodybuilding champion.
Yeah, I've overheard his boastful claims couple of times. Actions speak louder than words, after all.
Exactly. He keeps boasting about his plans, but I haven't seen him actually taking it seriously and working hard.
It's pretty common, you know? Many people claim they will do this and that, but in the end, they don't pursue it sincerely.
Yes, true. Commitment and hard work are what really count. Not just saying things, but putting it into practice.
You're right. It's the hard work behind the scenes which often differentiate successful people from the rest. You can talk all you like, but if you don't act on your words, it doesn't mean anything.
I couldn't agree more. We should remember that actions speak louder than words and apply it to our daily lives as well. It's the only way we can truly grow and achieve our goals.
Buying a house.
Are you still looking to buy a house?
Yes, I am. But it's so hard to find a suitable one in this competitive market.
I can imagine. Are you working with a realtor?
I am, yet there's a lot to consider. Location, price, the age of the house.
Right. Yet, don't forget about adding potential renovations into your budget. If you find a well-located, reasonably priced older house, it might be worth investing in some updates.
That's an excellent point, thanks. I've been mostly focusing on the initial purchase price.
It's important, but consider the long-term value as well. And remember, an inspection prior to purchasing can save a lot of headaches later.
Yes, most certainly. The hunt continues. And I'm hoping to find my dream house soon.
I hope so too. Good luck with your search.
That's par for the course.
Did you hear about the latest changes to our project?
Yes, I did. Another set of revisions from the client, right?
Exactly. It's getting a bit ridiculous at this point.
Well, that's par for the course with this client. They always have last-minute changes.
True. but it's starting to feel like we're never going to finish this project.
I know what you mean. It can be frustrating, but we've handled it before. We'll get through it again.
I guess so. It just feels like every time we get close to wrapping up, something new comes up.
That's the nature of the business sometimes. We have to stay flexible and adapt.
You're right. It's just hard to stay motivated with constant changes.
Maybe we can break it down into smaller tasks to make it more manageable.
That's a good idea. It might make the workload feel less overwhelming.
Exactly. We've dealt with worse. We can handle this too.
Thanks for the pep talk. Let's get back to it and push through.
Anytime. We've got this.
Costs an arm and a leg, something is very expensive.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and
How was your trip to Hawaii? I'm sure it was fantastic.
Oh, yes. It was incredible. Blue skies, warm water, and the locals were so friendly. I'm already missing it.
I can imagine. Did you indulge in any shopping there? I hear they have unique local crafts.
Yes, I bought a few small souvenirs. The local shops have a variety of handcrafted items, each one more beautiful than the last.
That sounds enticing. I should consider a trip to Hawaii too.
Absolutely. Just bear in mind that it can cost an arm and a leg to stay there, especially if you're planning to stay in a beachfront hotel.
Oh, I'm sure. Good views always come with a hefty price tag. However, quality experiences are priceless.
Couldn't agree more. Despite the cost, it was truly a trip of a lifetime.
Congratulations.
Hey, I heard the news about your promotion. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. I was pretty excited when they told me. It's been a lot of hard work.
I can imagine. This is a big step in your career, right? What will your new role involve?
Yes, it's a significant step. I'll be managing our entire regional sales team now. It means a lot more responsibility, but also a great opportunity to implement some ideas I've had.
That sounds like a perfect match for your skills. You've always been great with strategy and leadership.
Thanks for saying that. I hope to really boost our team's performance and morale.
With your track record, I have no doubt you'll succeed. You must celebrate this weekend.
Definitely planning to. You'll have to join us. It would be great to have you there.
Count me in. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Cheers to new beginnings.
All ears, fully attentive and listening carefully.
I wanted to discuss something that has been bothering me for a while now.
Sure, I'm all ears. What's the matter?
I have been feeling quite disconnected lately. It's like I can't seem to motivate myself or enjoy the things I used to enjoy. I keep distancing myself from everyone as well.
I see. Do you have an idea why you're feeling this way?
I'm not sure. Maybe it has something to do with realizing how fast time is flying by. We're aging, too. That scares me, and it's a little depressing, I guess.
It's quite normal to be worried about time going by. Life indeed moves very fast. But remember, it's important to find joy and meaning in little things and keep evolving as a person. How about we explore new hobbies or activities so you can find something you love?
That sounds like a good idea. I'll give it a go. Thanks for listening.
Not a problem at all. Always here to lend an ear.
Postgraduate's fever.
I've noticed this increasing trend of postgraduates fever. It seems everyone is getting a master's or PhD these days.
Yes, it's like an epidemic, especially as the job market becomes more competitive. It's almost like people feel an undergraduate degree just doesn't cut it anymore.
I get it. Additional qualifications can perhaps make you stand out. But is the debt worth it?
It's subjective. For fields like academia or research, a postgraduate degree is essential. But in other sectors, experience might carry more weight.
True. And don't forget about those who pursue postgraduate studies for sheer passion for the subject.
Absolutely. Postgraduates' fever can be a result of different motivations, career advancement, passion, or simply academic interest. It's essential to evaluate its true worth based on personal ambitions and the given industry.
You're right. Every prospective student should weigh in these factors before jumping onto the postgraduate bandwagon.
A piece of cake, something that is very easy to do.
Yesterday, I picked up my guitar, which I'd left untouched for years. I was surprised to find that I could still play a few chords.
That's interesting. How did it feel to rediscover your old hobby?
It felt amazing. It brought back so many memories. I was curious and tried to play a difficult piece that I always struggled with in the past.
And how did that go?
Shockingly, it was a piece of cake. I completed it perfectly on my first try, without any mistakes.
Really? You must have retained muscle memory from all those years of practice.
Yes, perhaps. My fingers just moved across the frets as if they knew what they were doing.
Imagine a tricky tune that used to be a hurdle. Seems like a piece of cake now. I think this calls for some celebration.
Absolutely. Who knew picking up old interests would be so rewarding?
Asking directions.
Excuse me, could you help me? I seem to be lost. I'm trying to find the museum.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to help. You're not far off. You'll want to head down this road until you reach the big roundabout.
The roundabout by the public library?
That's the one. When you reach it, take the second exit onto the high street. The museum will be on your left-hand side, right after the cinema.
I see. So let me get this straight. Go down this road, take the second exit at the roundabout, and I'll see the cinema and the museum is right after it.
Yes, you got it right. And if you reach the park, means that you've gone too far.
That's perfect. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Enjoy your visit to the museum.
Expressing obligation.
Hey, I was thinking about our conversation about volunteering at the animal shelter.
Oh, yes. What about it?
I believe it's our obligation, as citizens and animal lovers, to donate a part of our time to such causes.
That's certainly true. Despite our busy schedules, it's necessary to find time for activities that contribute positively to the community.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I've decided to spend my weekends at the shelter.
That's a noble idea. Actually, me too have been feeling the same sense of responsibility lately. I think I should join you.
That's great to hear. I believe we also need to inspire others to take up similar initiatives, fostering kindness and responsibility.
Indeed, every small effort counts. The obligation starts from us, and hopefully others will follow.
Let's turn this sense of obligation into action. Let's give hope to those little souls at the shelter.
Asking and giving instructions.
Hi, you seem to know your way around this place. Do you know where the gym is?
Yes, I do. Do you want me to tell you the directions?
Yes, please. That would be really helpful.
All right, first you need to take this hallway till the end. And then turn right. Walk straight until you see the cafeteria on your left.
The cafeteria on the left. Got it.
After passing the cafeteria, continue straight until you reach a split pathway. Take the left one and keep going until you find the stairs. You take those stairs up to the second floor. The gym is right in front of the stairs.
So, just to confirm, I turn right at the end of this hallway, past the cafeteria, take the left path at the split, then go upstairs to the second floor, and the gym is right there?
Exactly. You've got it.
Checking for understanding.
So, just to make sure I've got everything right for our trip, we're planning to leave on Friday morning, right?
Yes, that's correct. We're aiming to leave by 8 a.m. so we can avoid the heavy traffic.
Okay, and we are driving there together in your car?
Exactly. We'll use my car. Did you also get the list of items we need to bring along?
I think so. We need camping gear, enough clothes for 3 days, food supplies, and the hiking map, right?
That's mostly right. But don't forget we also need to bring our own water bottles and a first aid kit.
Got it. Water bottles and a first aid kit. Anything else we're missing?
Just make sure your camera is charged. You mentioned wanting to take photos. Other than that, we're all set.
Perfect. Thanks for clarifying. I'm really looking forward to this.
Talking about occupations.
Hi, it's been a while. What's keeping you busy these days?
Yes, quite some time. I've actually switched jobs recently.
That's great. It's always interesting to explore a new field. What job are you doing now?
I'm working as a book editor now. It's surprisingly different from my old job as a journalist, but still revolves around writing.
Sounds fascinating. What sparked this switch?
I've always loved reading and admired how word manipulation can drastically change a book's impact. I wanted some change, and this role seemed like a fitting challenge.
Wow, that's quite a change. But I can see how your love for words makes it an appealing switch. I'm still crunching numbers as a financial analyst.
Sticking to your passion for puzzles, then?
Absolutely. The challenge of unraveling financial mysteries is still as captivating as ever.
Glad we've both found ways to live our passions. It really matters, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, job satisfaction is crucial.
Expressing disappointment.
I was really looking forward to the concert next week, but it just got canceled. They said it was due to unforeseen circumstances.
That's really disappointing, especially since you've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, I had everything planned out. It was going to be a special night out after such a long time.
Have they mentioned anything about rescheduling? Or maybe a refund?
They said they'll try to reschedule, but no definite dates yet. Refunds are available, but I was really more excited about the experience.
Understandable. It's not just about the money. It's about the anticipation and the experience.
Exactly. Now, I'm just stuck with no plans and a bit of a sour mood.
Let's find something else to do. Maybe there's another event or a different concert we can check out.
Maybe I'll have to see what's available. Thanks for suggesting that. It might help to look forward to something else.
Interrupting people.
You know what I really don't appreciate? When people interrupt me while talking. It's really disrespectful.
Sure, I get that. Interrupting someone can seem like you're not valuing their thoughts.
Exactly. It gives off an impression that what they have to say is more important than what I'm currently saying.
Well, sometimes people interrupt not because they think they're more important, but because they might forget their thought if they don't say it immediately.
That's understandable. But they should at least wait for a pause. It's a matter of courtesy not to cut someone off in the middle of their sentence.
Agreed, timing is key. Although sometimes interruptions help to clarify misunderstandings quickly.
That's true. Maybe we should all learn to interrupt politely, if necessary, instead of outright bashing the practice.
Yes, interrupting with grace and mutual respect can lead to productive conversations.
Collecting things.
Do you have any collections? Any personal items you've accumulated over time?
Yes, I collect stamps. It might appear outdated, but it's really interesting. Each stamp tells its own story.
That's fascinating. I collect vintage postcards. They're like windows into the past.
I can imagine why that would be appealing. At the heart of it, I guess we're both interested in history.
Exactly. And multimedia, in a way. I love the combination of imagery and text on the postcards.
And I like seeing different designs of stamps from all over the world. Each one is a miniature artwork by itself.
We should swap notes sometime. There must be a fascinating intersection between our collections. Imagine a vintage postcard with a historical stamp.
Absolutely. They complement each other very well. This could add an entirely new dimension to our collecting.
Expressing prohibition.
I was thinking about bringing my dog to the office tomorrow. He's really calm, and I thought it might brighten the day.
Actually, the office policy strictly prohibits pets. There's a concern about allergies and distractions.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I thought I saw someone with a small dog last week.
That was a service animal, which is an exception. Regular pets aren't allowed at any time.
That makes sense. I wouldn't want to cause any issues. Are there any other similar rules I should be aware of?
Yes, there's also a strict no smoking policy within 50 feet of the office building, and personal deliveries are to be limited during work hours to avoid congestion and distractions.
Good to know. I'll make sure to comply with those rules. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. It's always better to ask if you're unsure. That way, we can keep the office comfortable for everyone.
Let the cat out of the bag, to reveal a secret.
Hey, you know our friend Robert from the soccer league?
Yeah, the one who used to collect baseball cards, right?
Yeah, that's him. Well, he always had aspirations to become a mystery writer.
Truly, I had no idea Robert was interested in writing.
He always kept it a secret. He feared that people might not take him seriously.
Wow, that's news to me. How did you find out about it?
You might not believe it, but he accidentally let the cat out of the bag last weekend during the pool match.
Really? How?
He got a call and he was talking about his book deal with a publisher. He didn't realize I was in hearing range.
Interesting. I genuinely hope he succeeds in his venture.
I hope so too. It's quite a surprising revelation, isn't it?
Absolutely. I never would have guessed.
Giving bad news.
I need to talk to you about something important. It's about our weekend plans to go hiking.
Sure, what's up?
I just found out that the national park we were planning to visit has been closed due to unexpected maintenance. They're saying it might take a few weeks.
Oh no, that's disappointing. We had everything planned out.
I know, I was really looking forward to it too. I'm sorry for the sudden change.
It's not your fault. These things happen. Do you think we could find another place to hike? Maybe something local?
That's a good idea. There are a couple of other trails not too far from here. I can look up some information and see if any of them would be suitable for us.
Please do. Let's try to keep the plan of hiking this weekend alive. Even if it's somewhere else.
Agreed, I'll send you the details tonight. Hopefully, we can still make it a great outing.
Thanks for handling this. Let's hope for the best.
Beat around the bush, to avoid speaking directly about an issue.
Have you found any interesting books to read lately?
Actually, I ended up grabbing a new one from the bookstore downtown yesterday. It's called The Unseen Path. It is about an explorer's life in unforgiving terrains.
That sounds intriguing. Is there anything specific that drew you to it?
Well, the synopsis was compelling talks about the protagonist's journey. and how he faces life's hardships. But, in a way, I also see it as an escape from reality.
You use reading as a distraction. Anything particular you are trying to avoid?
I suppose there is something. It's not something I discuss openly.
You keep beat around the bush, my friend. I wish you would just open up about what is bothering you. Remember, a problem halved is a problem solved.
Perhaps you're right. I've been avoiding it. It's time I confronted it head on. Thanks.
Chinese medical therapy.
Have you ever heard about Chinese medical therapy?
Yes, I have heard about it. Acupuncture and herbal medications are quite popular. Aren't they?
Yes, those are common forms, but Chinese medicine also involves moxibustion, cupping, massage, and diet.
Cupping? I heard it helps with pain and inflammation.
Right. It involves placing cups on your skin to create suction and facilitate healing. Acupuncture, on the other hand, involves inserting thin needles into specific points on the body.
Those therapies sound interesting. Are they scientifically proven?
More studies are being done, but there is evidence suggesting that they can be effective. Traditional Chinese medicine is all about restoring balance in the body.
I see. I think having a holistic approach to health is commendable.
Absolutely. It's all about considering the mind, body, and soul as a whole system.